everyone. This is Sunny at the Greater Oklahoma City Chamber here again to talk about an awesome business here in Oklahoma City who are doing really good things to help at this difficult time. Today, I'm with Sheryl Gipson from Allied Plastics. She's going to be our first guest who has props to share. And I think we're going to have a really great conversation. Welcome, Sheryl.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
So tell us, what does Allied Plastics do, and what are some of your regular products that we might be familiar with?
Okay. We are a plastics fabrication and distribution business. We have a high percentage of fabrication, which falls under the umbrella of manufacturing. And then, of course, we utilize CNC routers, a lot of CNC saws, those types of things to shape materials like acrylic sheet, polycarbonate sheet. We serve the graphics industry, doing quite a bit of that kind of work, the sign industry, and what's called OEM producers. We serve them by making components for products that they make. They make, OEM means, well, I used to call it other end manufacturing, but it's the original manufacturer of items like, let's say, garden tractors, and we produce a canopy that goes on that's made out of a high density polyethylene, and that's colored to the John Deere green or Toro red, whatever garden tractors that are being made. We produce that canopy. So that's a fairly standard product for us. Something that you might be more familiar with, or I hope you are, is in Best Buy stores, we created the what they call push-through acrylic letters that are backlit with LEDs.
Yes.
In the computer section, the whole Windows logo, we produced that, and those are still up after 5 years. So we're pretty pleased with that. We sell things like this to the fixture manufacturers. And so we're a second tier manufacturer for retail displays. This is another letter. It's so big we can hardly get it in.
It's huge. That's the biggest lowercase m I've ever seen.
That is M for movies in Walmart, and those are currently in place. So that makes it easier for people to understand some of the things that we do that I mean, it's kind of common to us, but might be interesting to those.
Yes, and it feels like a really big deal to have someone making that stuff for those national retailers here in Oklahoma City. How long have y'all been in Oklahoma City, and how big is your workforce here?
We are right around 25 years in Oklahoma City, and there are 10 of us employees, mainly full-time and some part-time. But the primary workforce has a lot of longevity and have been with us for anywhere from, say, 3 to 15 years. So that's been real beneficial in changing things around for us, having people that know what they're doing and do quality work whenever you do need to shift your emphasis to another product.
Yes, and it sounds like you all made a pretty rapid pivot pretty early on in this COVID-19 crisis from your regular manufacturing to doing some personal protective equipment and this thing called the Cash Shield too. Yes. When did you start that transition and kind of how did y'all get it going?
It was about the 23rd of March. We were made aware by our parent company in Dallas that there was a need that was surfacing in the Dallas area for, they call them sneeze guards in buffets, but they call them sneeze guards in this case as well. But it is an acrylic or a polycarbonate barrier for, to protect both the customer and the employee from transferring the virus.
It's like a literal physical shield that goes in between two people.
Yes, it is.
And you found some really cool local partners to help you figure this out. Everybody from artists to engineers, kind of. Tell us about who those people are and how you found them.
Well, it's been a multifaceted endeavor. Like I said, we got started with the sneeze guards or virus shields which was a fairly easy transition. Our main difficulty there was in sourcing the materials, because so many companies started getting into this that it became difficult to source the materials that were needed. But fortunately, we're one of the largest regional plastics distribution and fabrication companies as a whole. There's 5 branches, and they were our ownership was very resourceful in obtaining those materials. So that was one of the things that where we had to rely on our manufacturers of our material to get us going in this, as well as make that pivot as far as getting packaging and pricing and drawings and renderings into the hands of our customer base to get things going. So that's that part of it. The other part of it was Rob Plummer and myself sat, and when we first saw this thing coming down, we were looking at things from the standpoint of not just opportunity to be doing something, but also some benevolence. We didn't know what our opportunities were going to be, but we thought surely we're going to be able to keep our workforce employed and do some good things going forward. So one of the things that we did in collaboration with Engage Learning, which is a nonprofit organization here, and several other manufacturers that we're associated with, we sort of set aside some of our inventory for materials for the face shields that you've probably become familiar with by now. And
are you going to model one for us?
Well, I could, yes. Well, this is one that that we put together and have donated actually to the City Rescue Mission, the Homeless Alliance, something simple that was easily made. They were actually laser cut by a company called Art Fusion Studio.
Yes, Rick and Tracy Bewley.
Rick and Tracy Bewley. I'm one of their groupies. But,
me too. I have their art in my home.
I do too. So they quickly volunteered their time and even did some 3D printing for some of the face shields. But yes, this is a very easy assembly to do for a non-medical application.
And it looks great on you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And then our home, I hope I'm staying on track for what you were asking.
Absolutely.
Our home office quickly rallied a lot of their contacts and developed another type of face shield that really is medically applicable. It has a very comfortable headband, and had parts cut.
That one looks more substantial.
And assembled. Yes, it is. This is more what I would call a professional type mask that we have available to sell.
So tell us a little bit about who is getting this stuff that you're manufacturing. You just mentioned the Homeless Alliance, but it sounds like you've got some medical professionals using it, and maybe some other people too.
Right. As far as what we've donated has primarily been the non-medical, but items that we have been able to generate some revenue on are the face shields. Some of those are going to dental offices and places like that. We have assembled some that have gone to a group of nurses at Integris. And then the work that we've done with Engage Learning and the collaboration with their geniuses that they have moved quite a bit of product to OU Medical in the way of a very professional mask. So what we did was we helped arrange some of the manufacturing of the clear shield itself, the automated gasket here in Oklahoma City, and their Vice President Jennifer Brown and her staff actually came in on a Sunday. When we first started rounding up people that we thought might want to participate, they came in on a Sunday and ran parts, and they've continued to run parts for Engage Learning. ProtoTech Makerspace, Oklahoma City Makerspace, Matt Wilkes, his organization has provided space for Engage Learning to do all of their assembly of their masks. So that's been very very helpful for them to have that space. Capacity to produce more of the sneeze guard virus shields, and as well as continuing to help facilitate the production of some of these face shields themselves. It's just people knowing that we're a potential source to help them protect themselves, others that they may want to get product to, as well as, you know, retail type customers that could use this type of checkout cashier sneeze guard.
Yes. Okay. So tell me again then, what are all the different PPE type products that you're doing? It's the 2 kind of face shields.
Yes, we're helping to coordinate the production of face shields, and then really the sneeze guard cashier checkout virus shields are the primary thing that we've been blessed with in order to keep our employees busy. In fact, they've even gotten some overtime, and that takes a big burden off of our hearts to know that we're doing things that are keeping people employed. That's vital.
So you're helping the community and you're taking care of your people, which is an amazing thing to be able to say right now. Sheryl Gipson with Allied Plastics, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us about the work that you're doing today. And thank you so much for everything that you're doing for our community.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you everybody for watching. We'll have more great stories of awesome businesses in Oklahoma City who are doing things to help.